Of Lancaster High School, and I am currently an art teacher with the Lancaster City Schools. Once again, I have teamed up with the Lancaster Festival to bring you a week of virtual art classes, so I hope you'll join us. We all know it's the most wonderful time of the year, and since I'll be home for Christmas, and so will many of you, we thought it might bring some holiday cheer to come up with a week full of holiday and winter crafts, ornaments, and gifts for you to make while you're at home and follow along with me. So I hope you'll join us. Let's get started. Today we are making "Oh Holy Night, the Stars Are Brightly Shining" 3D paper stars. You can do a small one and turn it into an ornament that hangs. You could use a medium, or you can do a large. It all depends on the size paper that you start with. You just have to make sure that you have 2 sheets of paper the exact same size that are perfectly square. I'm actually, for my example here, going to use a 12 by 12 inch piece of paper. This is pretty thick paper. I bought this at Hobby Lobby, but any craft store is going to have scrapbooking paper that you can use. I like that this had some metallic silver, and it kind of makes these not look like paper as much. So what you're going to do for this project, I've got one pre-made here, and I'm going to show you how to make the other one. And then as you can see, it's basically just 2 of the exact same forms stacked on top of each other. So you're going to start by folding this paper in half, making a nice crease. And then I'm going to fold it in half again, so we have a square. Okay. So far I've folded it 2 times. I folded this paper in half, and then I folded it in half again to make a square. We open it up, and now we are going to fold it diagonally from corner to corner to turn this into a triangle. I'm going to open it up, and I'm going to fold it the opposite direction. So we're making 4 total folds. Right. So if you can see the fold lines, we have one this way like a plus sign, and one this way like a multiplication sign. What we're going to do next is on these straight lines, which are part of the plus sign, we're going to make a cut that goes just about halfway in to the center. So let me show you. Take a pair of scissors, make a cut, and stop about halfway to the center. I'm going to do this on all 4 sides. We're cutting on the straight lines, not the diagonal lines. Okay. And now comes more folding. So I'm going to take this piece from the little half cut that I made here, and I'm going to fold this in so that the edge of the paper goes right along that diagonal line. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So now we have our first point of our star. Okay, we're going to do this all the way around. And one more. Next, we're going to use some glue. We're actually going to glue these pieces so that they stick and make more of a 3D form. So I'm going to use my glue bottle. Just put a little bit of glue. Overlap. And pinch it, hold it for a little while until it sticks. I'm going to do this on each of these 4 sections. You can see it's starting to take shape from the front. Okay, 2 more pieces. Hold that till it sticks. And we have one more. So you're going to do this process 2 times because you need 2 sheets of paper to do this. And as you can see, I already have my first one completed and ready to go. So, and here's now my second. You can kind of play with it a little bit. Okay. Next, we are going to overlap the 2 pieces. And this is where I think a glue gun comes in handy. If you don't have one, you could use regular glue, but you're going to have to let it sit for a while to dry. But I'm going to take my hot glue gun. I'm going to put a dab of glue in each of these corners and quickly and carefully turn it over and position it on top of my first paper star that I did earlier. Hold that in place till that hot glue sets up. And you have a 3D paper star. Thanks for joining me along with the Lancaster Festival and creating some art with us. We hope you have yourself a merry little Christmas